The very essence of Islam lies in the word itself. Islam translates to submission, a complete surrender to the will of God. This fundamental concept forms the bedrock of how Muslims view the prophets, from Adam, the first man, to Muhammad, the final messenger. Islam teaches that every prophet, regardless of time or place, preached the same message of submission to the one God. This shared belief, this unwavering devotion to the divine, is what defines them all as Muslims. The Quran, the holy book of Islam, clearly states that God's message has always been consistent. It was not exclusive to one people or era. The prophets chosen by God to guide humanity all carried the same divine light, illuminating the path toward submission and righteousness. This understanding forms a powerful bridge between faiths, revealing a shared spiritual lineage that transcends perceived differences. The beauty of this concept lies in its simplicity. It strips away the layers of ritual and cultural interpretations, focusing on the purest form of faith, the recognition of a higher power, and the surrender to its will. This universal message of submission resonates deeply with the human spirit, echoing across time and cultures. It is a message that has bound believers together for millennia. The Quran, revealed to the Prophet Muhammad in 7th century Arabia, paints a vivid picture of this shared prophetic tradition. It speaks of messengers who came before Muhammad, each reaffirming the same fundamental truths. Abraham, revered in Judaism, Christianity and Islam, is a prime example. The Quran describes him as neither Jew nor Christian, but a Muslim, one who submits to God. The story of Joseph, sold into slavery but rising to prominence through his unwavering faith, also carries this message. In the Quran, Joseph, facing death, prays to God, "You are my protector in this world and the hereafter. Let me die as a Muslim, in submission to you." This powerful plea demonstrates that the concept of Islam, of complete submission to God, transcended any specific religious label, forming the core of Joseph's belief. Similarly, the Quran narrates the story of Jesus, born to the Virgin Mary. It recognizes him as a prophet of God, sent to guide the children of Israel. Jesus, like the prophets before him, called for the worship of the one God, echoing the same message of submission that resonated from Adam to Muhammad. These Quranic narratives beautifully illustrate the interconnectedness of the prophets, highlighting their shared commitment to the same divine message. Islamic scholars throughout history have emphasized this understanding of Islam as the essence of all prophetic teachings. Ibn Taymiyyah, a renowned 14th century scholar, stated that those who followed the unaltered Torah, revealed to Moses, or the Gospel, revealed to Jesus, before the advent of subsequent prophets were, in essence, followers of Islam. They adhered to the divine message revealed at that time, submitting to God's will as commanded. Ibn Hajar al-Asqalani, a prominent 15th century scholar, further elaborated on this concept. He explained that the foundation of all prophets' religions was Tawheed, the belief in the oneness of God. This fundamental principle of Islam, the absolute unity and sovereignty of God, formed the bedrock of their teachings, demonstrating the inherent connection between them. Umar al-Ashqar, a contemporary scholar, argues that the term Islam in the Quran doesn't always refer to a specific religious group. Instead, it often represents the universal religion of submission to God, practiced by all prophets. This interpretation highlights the Quran's emphasis on the continuity of the divine message, reinforcing the idea that Islam is not a departure from previous revelations but rather their culmination. Understanding this concept of a unified prophetic tradition, with Islam as its core, can be transformative. It allows us to move beyond narrow interpretations of faith, recognizing the shared spiritual heritage that binds us. The prophets, though separated by time and geography, all called for the same fundamental truths: belief in one God, righteous living, and compassion for humanity. This shared heritage should inspire dialogue and understanding between different faiths. It should encourage us to look beyond the surface differences, recognizing the unifying thread of submission to God that runs through all our traditions. In a world often divided by religious intolerance, this perspective offers a powerful message of unity and hope. By recognizing the common ground we share, by acknowledging the shared lineage of our prophets, we can begin to bridge the divides that separate us. We can start to build a world where faith, instead of being a source of conflict, becomes a powerful force for peace and unity.